Eleanor Hayes had always been proud of her active lifestyle. At 72, she still walked 5 miles every morning, rain or shine. Her friends marveled at her energy, and she secretly delighted in outpacing younger walkers on the park trail. But over the past year, she'd noticed subtle changes: more stiffness in her knees, an ache in her lower back, and, most disturbingly, a creeping fatigue that clung to her like an unwelcome shadow. One afternoon, after a particularly long walk that left her feeling drained, Eleanor decided to visit her doctor, Dr. Karen Liu, for a checkup. As she sat in the sterile examination room, Dr. Liu studied her chart and then looked up with a gentle but serious expression. Eleanor, I know you've always been diligent about staying active, and that's wonderful, Dr. Liu began. But I need to tell you something that might surprise you. After 65, walking too much, especially long, continuous walks, can actually accelerate aging in certain ways. Eleanor blinked. But I thought walking was the best exercise for seniors. It's certainly good in moderation, Dr. Liu said. But too much repetitive walking, especially without variation or proper strength training, can strain your joints, stress your cardiovascular system, and even lead to muscle loss. Over time, it can make you feel older and more fatigued. The key is balance and incorporating targeted exercises that support your body's needs. Eleanor sat back, processing this. So what should I be doing instead? Dr. Liu smiled. I'm glad you asked. Instead of long daily walks, I recommend focusing on three things: strength training, flexibility exercises, and shorter, more intentional walks combined with rest days. This approach can help protect your joints, preserve muscle mass, and improve your overall energy. That evening, Eleanor returned home feeling both confused and intrigued. She'd always believed that walking was her ticket to longevity, but Dr. Liu's advice made sense. Her body was changing, and it was time to adapt. Determined to learn more, she spent the next day reading articles and watching instructional videos on senior fitness. She discovered that after 65, the body naturally loses muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. Walking alone wasn't enough to combat this loss. Strength training, using body weight, resistance bands, or light weights, was essential to preserving muscle and maintaining balance. Additionally, flexibility exercises like yoga or stretching routines kept joints limber and reduced the risk of injury. Eleanor decided to create a new routine. She started her mornings with gentle stretches, focusing on her hamstrings, calves, and lower back. She followed this with a short, brisk 20-minute walk instead of her usual hour-long trek. 3 times a week, she added simple strength exercises: chair squats, wall push-ups, and light dumbbell curls. On other days, she practiced balance exercises, standing on one foot or walking heel to toe across her living room. At first, she missed her long walks. The park had been her sanctuary, her place to think and breathe. But as the weeks passed, she noticed surprising changes. The ache in her knees subsided. Her back felt stronger, her energy steadier. She wasn't as exhausted after exercising, and her posture improved. One morning, her friend Marion called. Eleanor, I haven't seen you on the trail lately. Are you okay? Eleanor chuckled. I'm more than okay, Marion. I've changed up my routine. Turns out, walking too much was wearing me out. Now I'm focusing on strength and balance exercises and shorter walks. I feel better than I have in years. Marion was skeptical but curious. Really? I thought more walking was always better. That's what I thought too, Eleanor admitted. But Dr. Liu explained that as we age, we need to support our muscles and joints in different ways. Too much walking can actually speed up aging if it's not balanced with other types of movement. Intrigued, Marion asked for more details. Eleanor shared her new routine and offered to show her some of the strength exercises she'd learned. The next day, the two women met in Eleanor's living room, mats rolled out on the floor. They practiced chair squats together, laughing as they tried to keep their balance. They experimented with wall push-ups and gentle lunges, encouraging each other through wobbly moments. As the weeks turned into months, Eleanor's new approach became second nature. Her walks became more enjoyable now that they were shorter and more mindful. She relished her strength sessions, gradually increasing her weights and reps. She even joined a local senior yoga class, discovering a new sense of calm and flexibility. Her friends noticed the change. At their monthly book club meeting, Marion announced, Eleanor here has cracked the code. She's stronger and more energetic than any of us. We've been following her lead, and it's made a difference. Eleanor smiled, a quiet pride blooming in her chest. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what's right for your body. We can't stop aging, but we can choose how we move through it. By the time she returned to Dr. Liu's office for her next checkup, Eleanor's blood pressure had improved. Her muscle tone was noticeably better, and she reported fewer aches and pains. Dr. Liu nodded approvingly. You've done exactly what I hoped, Eleanor. You've embraced a more balanced approach to fitness, and it's paying off. Eleanor grinned. I thought I'd miss my long walks, but I don't. I feel stronger and more alive than I have in years. Dr. Liu leaned forward, her expression warm. That's what I want all my patients to understand. It's not about how far you walk. It's about how you move, how you build strength, and how you care for your body every day. You've given yourself the gift of active aging, Eleanor. And as Eleanor left the clinic, stepping out into the crisp afternoon air, she felt light and sure-footed. She knew that her path to longevity wasn't measured in miles walked, but in mindful, deliberate steps, each one taken with care, purpose, and a renewed respect for the body she'd grown to cherish.